Today we're trying to get a blower motor working on a 2005 Chevy Silverado truck. Here I'm underneath the hood into the fuse panel, and you can see there's a 40 amp blower motor that's continually feeding 12 volts down to the fan, and it's actually that green one at the top. So I've checked that, and that fuse is okay, and that one does not get switched off when the switch turns forward or backwards. So it's constant 12 volts going down to the blower fan on the passenger side. Stepping into the inside of the truck here, I've already taken off some of the molding here to get to some of the switches, but I pulled off the side panel door here, and you can see the green fuse in the middle up at the top. That's a 30 amp switched fuse going to the blower switch control panel, and so you want to make sure that that one is good as well. That one does turn on and off with the key. In that fuse panel, you can see in the middle there's a 30 amp heater slash AC fuse, and then there's another fuse, a 10 amp HVAC 1. So the fuse that controls the blower fan is just the 30 amp. This is a picture of the switch that is suspect in this particular vehicle. I basically had to take out 2 screws on both either side, and then I was able to pull that out, and here's the where the connectors plug into the back. Here's the actual part number, model number, and coming into the dash here are the this bigger connector here with the thicker gauge wire has all the power going down to the fan. If the switch right here doesn't work, then the blower motor will not run at all, regardless of whether the other 40 amp fuse is feeding the blower motor. And then this is for climate control over here, I believe. So I wouldn't worry about that one at this particular time if your blower's not working. But one simple test you can do to see if it's a switch. What I can also do is show you that down here in this particular position, let's see here if I can get that right here. You can see it's lighting up. So that's the switch voltage coming from the 30 amp fuse panel. So we've got our control voltage coming in here on the connector. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this jumper wire, and I'm going to jumper the 12 volts to one of the other wires, which is a speed setting on one of these other wires. Let me hit pause for a second. Now I put the jumper from the 12 volt coming in over to one of the speed wires. It's going to enable the blower to start working, which is great. So these top connectors or pin locations on the top are various speed factors. So I think it's got a high speed, a low speed, a medium 1, a medium 2, and medium 3. So that whole connector is basically just routing the 12 volts down to different wires depending on the speed you would like the blower moving at. And lastly, one of the areas where the resistor pack for the speed settings, it's underneath the passenger side, and where all those white wires are coming out of, that possibly could go bad as well. That would shut off your blower from working. That assembly can easily be replaced by popping out a couple screws on this side right here, and then on the other side. over here. So that's the 3 items you should be thinking about to try to get the blower to work again. So hopefully that was helpful.